A lot of teams were having trouble with fuel, including yours. What was going on with that?
I wasn't sure, to be honest. I'm not quite sure what the fuel issue was. The racing was awesome. It's fun to be able to race and have to watch the gauges at the same time. It makes us as drivers have to do so much more. Being able to make yourself run on the apron and everything else to try to get clean air, it makes it fun. I'm sorry we couldn't crash more cars today. We didn't fill the quota for today for Talladega and NASCAR.
Jeff Gordon said he thought they should open up the grill opening for when we come back here and possibly Daytona in July. Do you have any sense that needs to be done?
I think they need to close it down. Honestly, I think if we haven't crashed at least 50% of the field by the end of the race, we need to extend the race until we at least crash 50% of the cars, because it's not fair to these fans for them to not see any more wrecks than that and more torn up cars. We still had over half the cars running at the end, and it shouldn't be that way.
The wrecks weren't caused by the overheating?
No, not at all. I don't think any of the wrecks were an overheating issue. That is why I say I think we ought to just tape them off solid and run them until they blow up anyway. I think it would make it a lot more exciting for the fans.
Would this be better if it were a shorter race?
I don't think it really matters. I think if you made it 20 laps we would all still crash with 5 to go or 8 to go. If we did that, we would be able to fill the time that the fans deserve. I mean, they deserve to see us run 500 miles. Like I said, if we don't crash half of the field by the end of the race, they really need to extend it, because that is what the fans want. They want to see that excitement. I feel bad that as drivers we couldn't do a better job of crashing enough cars for them today.
I can't figure out if you were happy or you were upset with your tone.
I'm upset that we didn't crash more cars. I feel like that is what we are here for. I feel bad if I don't spend at least $150,000 in torn-up race cars going back to the shop. We definitely have to do a better job with that.
Why do you have that impression that is what the fans are looking for?
Well, I don't know that is what they are looking for, but I feel like that is the show we deserve to give them. That is what has made Talladega, Talladega.
Did you have fun out there?
Absolutely. I had a blast. It would have been a lot more fun if I could have gotten caught up in one more wreck. If I could have done that, it would have been perfect.
Did you have the issue of running out of fuel at any point?
I didn't wreck because I ran out of fuel, but I ran out of fuel twice.
The radio guys were saying that maybe it had something to do with the EFI. Have you noticed a change in your fuel mileage since you went to that engine package?
I mean, we have only run 2 restrictor plate races, so it is hard to say. There were definitely guys that were running out of fuel today ahead of where they thought they would.
Is it safe to say that you prefer the pack over the tandem drafting?
I think we ought to make it a figure 8. I mean, if we could make it a figure 8, it would be perfect. It would absolutely be perfect here. It would be better than what we have. That is going to be my vote next week, is that we make it a figure 8, and or we can stop at the halfway, make a break and turn around and go backwards the rest of the way. Then with 10 to go we split the field in half and half go the regular direction and half of them go backwards.